Hi guys. This is the face of frustration. It's good to see ya. This is Sarah. This is I Am Sarah. Whoa. This is I Swear I Am Stitching. It is a Flosstube channel where I talk mainly about cross stitch, but I also knit and I also sew, mainly quilting. Did I say it was episode 56 and it's the 9th day of May? If not, there it is. If I said it again, there it is. I'm having a hell of a time, you guys. So thanks for stopping by. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for everything. Support, comments, friending me on Instagram. I love seeing everyone's projects. I've been kind of slacking on social media the past week or so because going back to work really just kind of drained my brain. It happens. Okay, so let's jump into it. Whips. First, I will talk about the non-stitchy things, get them done and over with. As you can see, I am mid-binding a quilt. I bind on the back, front, and then I hand sew on the back. That's my favorite part. I love to hand sew on binding. I have another quilt over there that I did the binding for yesterday. So those will be my work projects until I get them done. And then knitting, I've done a lot of knitting lately because my husband and I have been watching highlights of the Stanley Cup playoffs because we don't have cable and we can't actually watch the games, which sucks. Our team, the Penguins, aren't in anyways, but I picked other teams to root for. Go Golden Knights. Anyways, and Panthers, but anyways, I could not be happier the Bruins are out. Okay. I'm working on my Scary socks. The pattern is Featherstone by Edna Whitby. I'm using 1.5 inch circular needles, and the yarn is String Theory, Caper Sock, and Scary. I do a 72 stitch toe up sock, and then sometimes if I'm bored of doing plain socks or just ribbing, I add in a pattern. So that's the Featherstone pattern. And I have got 2 heels. So now I just need to do the legs and the cuffs. I do mine 2 at a time. I do the toe, and then foot, and then foot, and then heel, leg. That way they're done pretty quickly together, and I don't have the dreaded second sock syndrome. That's where you knit one sock completely, and then you're like, oh, I've got the whole other sock to knit. I don't get that because I'm doing a toe, and I'm still doing a toe, and I'm doing a foot, I'm still doing a foot. It works best for me. I finish my socks. I never have a random sock just hanging around because I don't do one at a time. Okay, so now we're on to FFOs. The it's okay pattern that I did for the mental health May. Sorry. I was ready and then things fell apart. All right, it's okay by Sad Girl Stitches on Etsy. It is on Forbidden Fiber Company's Belfast Linen 32 count in frozen, and I just use DMC and DMC flower thread, and I just put it in a simple hoop, and I didn't want it to be completely centered. I wanted it to be off centered a little bit, so it's off centered a little bit, and I just tied on some that's a Woolmiza worsted. Oh my god, I got it forever ago when she used to send samples with her stuff. But so there we go. It's okay to not be okay. That's just my simple little finish. I don't go balls to the wall finishing because I'm not good at it. And then for finish, I have, sorry, I told you guys last week that I broke my ring light. So the stand, it snapped off the stand, so I have it dangling, so now it moves more, and I hope no one gets sick. This is Astro the Halloween Cat by Pixel Pixie, and I stitched it on 32 count Belfast Linen in Shadow by Picture This Plus. I use DMC, Forbidden Fiber Company in Plum Dandy, and Classic Colorworks in Bamboo, Lobster Claw, and Bean Sprout. It's 2/2. Here we go. This killed me. It's supposed to say Astro in the bottom. I didn't want to, so I just mirrored the top, put it there. I don't know if you can tell. I'll go ahead and point it out. I fudged up big time over here. I miscounted on the candy. I'm like one thread over or something, so then it messed up this. So I just fudged it and called it a day because I was over it. It's cute as hell, but I was over it. So I'll make that into a little pillow for my dough bowl for Halloween. He's so cute. I do love him. But man, stitching on that friggin', my old lady eyes cannot handle that shadow. And I did my big giant planets piece. It's like that long. It's all the planets on this. And my eyes must have been better. Because it's hard for me to see that. Them whips. So I am working on, this is the project for my son that I'm going to turn into a magnet for his graduation box. It's just like, it's going to have money in it, some gift cards, some treats he likes. He loves the white chocolate fudge dipped pretzels, what are they called? Flips? Anyways, so this will be a magnet for him. It's just on 14 count plastic canvas, 3/1. It's Mabel and Waddles by Katie Reese. Oh, no, don't fall. Katie Reese, what is her shop name? It's called something. AUHD Stitches on Etsy. So this is what the entire pattern looks like. Let me bring it up on my iPad for you guys. It's a big pattern and I'm not doing the whole thing. Okay, so there it is. That's what the pattern looks like. I'm just doing Mabel and Waddles. And then I'll probably stitch white behind them or like a light blue. They are so far. It's very creepy because Mabel has no face. I was trying to. And a thread just hanging off her face. But yeah, Mabel has no face because I don't have that color DMC. Sorry guys. Sorry. So I got to work on that, getting that DMC. And Waddles is missing his ass. So yeah, then I'll make it square it off, fill it in with white or light blue, like I said, and make it into a magnet for my son. It's so creepy without her skin. But yeah, my son's gonna love that. I mean, I showed him the pattern. I was gonna let it be a surprise, but I showed him the pattern and he was excited about that, so that makes me happy. And then I worked on my whale. Fall off. From Al Forrest Embroidery. It's Monster Wonder Whale on 32 count linen that came in the pattern 2/2, and I'm using the hand-dyed threads that came in the pattern. You can't, where am I at? I'm working on right here, this part right here. See, I got some from down over there. I'm loving him, and I'm loving the threads. And I'm really hoping to get back to this today. After I finish putting the binding on that, I'm hoping to stitch some. I think my camera's dirty. I have like a halo. Anyways. And then, let's see if I can put it on here without knocking anything down. Okay. And then, okay, so I showed you my Mabel and my whale. Did I tell you? I already talked about my quilts and my socks. That's it. That's all I've got. Not a lot going on this week. Like I said, work took it out of me. But yeah. Nothing much going on in life. This week, my son has what do they call it? Exceptional Student Banquet. They nominate a couple kids from, I don't know, the graduating class. I honestly can't remember. But they nominated my son. So he has a banquet on Thursday to honor him, and we're going to go to that. And then that's it. My kids are... Oh, no, my daughter has her senior awards on the 12th. And then next week's their last week. And then they graduate high school and JVS. Crazy. Crazy. I mean, crazy. Let's see, what am I going to share? Oh, you know, I wanted to share this with you guys because I think it's freaking adorable. So my bonus child, I got her into knitting. Kind of gotten her into sewing. I gave her an old sewing machine. She hasn't quite sewn anything yet. But she did take like a sewing crafty thing up there in college, and she sewed some patches onto something, I think. Oh my gosh, why is this not doing it for me? Oh my god, this iPad is so old, you guys. Oh my god, killing my soul. Killing my soul. So the other week, she said, how do I close this? She wanted to know if cross stitching was like sewing, because she liked the sewing on the patches. And I said, yeah, you can, you know, sew in hand, do the sewing method or the stab and like up and down like I do. And we talked about getting her a kit from a store nearby. And I decided just instead to make a kit for her. So I used the Mermaid and Friends pattern from Wild Violet Cross Stitch. I sent her some lavender fabric, which in this picture looks blue, a hoop, needle. I printed out instructions on cross stitching, even though she could just Google it. I printed out instructions. Pattern, needle. I picked out the thread that was called for in the pattern, and she stitched it, and she's so proud. And then she messed up on Sarah. She messed up on this wave, and then I said, well, that's easy to. That was like the first thing she did. I said, that's easy to tear out. She goes, I'm gonna fudge it. I was like, oh my god, you're already a cross stitcher. And then she miscounted here, so the seahorse is too close to the mermaid. And then on a whim, she just added some extra bubbles down there. So she's already fudging things and leaving things as they are when she messes up, and adding things. So I have brought another cross stitcher into the fold. And she gets home from college this week for the summer, and I said, when you're home, you can raid my pattern stash, and I have a bunch of 14 count, because she liked the 14 count, and she said absolutely. So yay. I think I should give her a handful of Quurky Quakers, because they're nice and small, but I'll see if she wants them. I'm not going to force patterns onto her. Isn't that great? Didn't she do a good job? Look how good those stitches are. Look how neat that is. I'm so proud of her, and she's so proud. So good, so good. Okay, so that's life. Now I will do haul. So the wonderful and fabulous and talented Meg from Books and the Moon. Look at that card, you guys. Look how beautiful that card is. Like, I always think I'd like to do it, but I can honestly tell you, I don't think I'd have the patience for paper crafting. I know people say that when I talk about knitting or cross stitch, and I'm like, oh, that's stupid. You have the patience to do A, you can have the patience to do this. But I don't know. Look how beautiful it is. I'll leave this stuff to other talented people and just reap the benefits. But she so sweetly sent me 2 more Quakers, 2 more Quurky Quakers. I wanted to do the owl next, so this, like, when I was going to buy them, so this is, like, perfect. The owl and the butterfly. So I'm super stoked about that. I don't have a lot of variegated browns, but I know I have a variegated orange. I might use lobster claw for the orange. And on this one, I know I've got some variegated reds. So I'm totally gonna, I can't tell if, a weird thing popped up. I thought it stopped recording. So yeah, Quurky Quakers for the win. Stoked. Can't wait to get those started. And then I have 3 favorite movies in the world. Goonies, Labyrinth, Neverending Story. It goes Neverending Story, Labyrinth, Goonies, and then, 4. And then Platoon, the Vietnam movie. Yeah, I know. So when I saw that Night Stalker's Calling had a Labyrinth box, I was like, fuck yeah, on it. Buy. I loved my Goonies box, and I loved my Labyrinth box. The Goonies one came with the cute little bags, as you know, it has the Goonies on it. And then the Labyrinth one came with a mug that had the knockers on it, which I was so happy because I love the knockers, but oh my god. My son did dishes and then put the mug away on the edge of the counter, on the edge of the cabinet shelf. So when I opened it up, it fell out and broke. None of my shitty mugs ever break. It's only my good ones. So I was heartbroken over that. So I was really looking forward to this. And I know the main appeal is the threads, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed in this box. And that makes me sad because I've loved all the other boxes. And I love working with the threads. But first thing is this stupid little ball. I'll give it to Bonus Kid because she actually likes balls. Usually bouncy balls. I don't want this bounces. Oh, bounces. Okay. So this will go to Bonus Kid because she likes balls. And then I do love the needle minder because it is a luck dragon. Look at Falcor. I do love that. I don't the ball's stupid, but I don't dislike everything. I'm just a little disappointed in it. And then a needle book with the Orin on it. This is cool. It is Orin, right? It's like my favorite, one of my favorite movies in the whole world, and I have it memorized, and all of a sudden my brain was like, did I say that right? It's like this fabric-y stuff, and then it's got one thing, I might use it. I already have a needle book, and I don't need multiple needle books, but I think I might use it for holding my needles for, oh, it has a needle in it. Came with a little gold needle. My binding needles, they're kind of big, and then I could use this to hold the needles, and then on the inside put like the ends of the thread, like, you know, orts. You do that. I mean, it's cute. I do like that. But then the threads. Okay. They're pretty. They are beautiful threads. They are beautiful threads. This one is called Childlike Empress, which I think is beautiful, and I can totally see that being the Childlike Empress. Like that little pop of pink makes you think of her little pink lips and her little pink cheeks. Oh God, I wanted to be the Childlike Empress so bad when I was a girl. But then we have the Nothing, and it's green. And I don't know why it's green. Why is it green? It should be like blacks and blues, and like in the movie, the Nothing is depicted as basically storm, you know, like the big dark cloud storm wiping everything away. In the book, and I read the book so long ago, I'm drawing a blank. It's a nothing. You know, the rock biter says, you know, a hole would be something. Nah, this was nothing. So I just feel like green was not the way to go for the Nothing. Green makes me think of life and growth, and the Nothing is when people's hopes and dreams go away. They stop reading, they stop believing in fantasy, and every time they stop believing in something, like in Bastion's like, no, it can't be real, something breaks apart in Fantasia because you're denying imagination, creativity, fantasy, and it's becoming nothing. Green does not give that. It's a beautiful green, does not give this. This should be a Treyu. This is a Treyu. Gold. Beautiful gold. I'm not sure why it's a Treyu. A Treyu in the books is from the Greenskin Warrior? Is it Greenskin Warrior? I can't remember. But he's a Treyu, and he hunts a purple buffalo. He's from the plains. I feel like he should be green and maybe purple for the purple buffalo. Like, I feel like this would be a better Treyu color than this. So I'm not sure. The colors are gorgeous, and I'll definitely use them. I'm happy to have them. I wish the gold was a little more variegated. But name-wise, I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling this as a Treyu, and maybe, because he wears the Orin, and the Orin's got some gold in it. His clothes are kind of browny gold, I guess. I still think he should be green, but this is not the Nothing. How is this the Nothing, sir? Okay, so I'm slightly disappointed in that box. If he does another one, or they, I'm not sure. I think it's a he. If they do another box that screams to me, I'll still buy it because I'm going to use those threads. Those threads are gorgeous and I enjoy stitching with them. And when you buy the box, it's cheap and it's basically just for threads. Everything else is just a little bonus, so I have to tell myself that. But my other boxes have such great bonuses that I'm kind of disappointed in these bonuses. Ramble over. So that's all my haul. I should be getting my floss from the Fat Quarter, yeah. Club this week. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. I'm going to work on my whale. And I have a project at work I was going to work on, but now I'll be working on my quilts. And then I'll probably knock out some more of those socks when I'm watching hockey with my husband. So that's all I got for you guys. I will be here next week because nothing going on next week. I do see my plastic surgeon about my arms. Here they are in case you wanted to see them. I can feel a difference. I shaved my armpits yesterday and I didn't have to use one hand to hold the skin up and another hand to shave, and I didn't cut myself. It was super easy. And then sleeves fit a lot better. I haven't smacked myself, but I don't see a difference. And I know that's crazy. It's a total body dysmorphia. I know it is, but you can see my incisions. They're healing up real well. And I can stop wearing my compression garments, but I will probably still wear them. These little bumps drive me crazy. I'm pretty sure they're dissolvable stitches that haven't dissolved yet because they're bumpy. But I look more proportionate to my body now. And once I can do exercises, I will do arm exercises and maybe things will come up a little bit. I don't know how elasticy this skin is. I don't know if they removed all the non-elastic skin or what. I have no idea how the body works. I don't know things. But yes, I have an appointment with my surgeon next Monday to check on everything one last time. The incision wound I had that opened up here, closed. It's good. I don't have to wear sling anymore to keep my arm from moving around. I think that really helped, wearing the sling. But like I said, hopefully I'll be able to do more exercises. I can obviously sew now. I can do this motion. It doesn't hurt. I do get tired though because my arms are not used to doing stuff, so that's why I stopped. I was like, I'll do a Flosstube. Other than that, that's all next week. So, oh, and Mother's Day. I'm going to order Chinese food and make my kids watch Time Bandits. That's another favorite. I love Time Bandits. I haven't watched that in years, so I'm going to make them watch it with me. If I'm feeling, oh, and then I'm going to have my daughter drive down to Wheeling, West Virginia. It's about 35 minutes away, to a bakery called Bite Me Bakery and get me a cake. That's my Mother's Day. Looking forward to that. That's all I got going on, you guys. Now I'm just rambling as usual. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you liked what you saw. Be nice to me. And I will see you next week. Bye.